Hey, good morning, guys. So, press and ask for some of my stretching, like routine. Mind you, it changes daily, kind of depending on the need. But I'll go through a few just to kind of show you some of the basics. Now, guys, don't expect to like go down quite as far as I do or anything like that. My body is kind of hypermobile, is what a lot of people would in the medical community call it. But I'll show you some proper technique and some things to kind of shoot for, and hopefully this is helpful. So give me a second here. This is coming from my cell phone, so it may look a little rough. So really great stretch is get your feet kind of shoulder width apart, right? Make sure that your core is activated, in other words, your stomach is tight, and then just kind of slide your hands down your legs as far as you can go, okay? Now, for some people, you may be able to touch the floor, kind of make like a diamond shape, like if you're doing diamond push-ups. Most people, though, aren't going to get there, okay? Now, this type of stretch is really great for your hamstrings, for your glutes. Now, something that's really cool with this position that you can do, which is really, really helpful for kind of all-body health, it's called nerve flossing. Okay, so what you do, all right, you take your hands, see if I can, it's gonna have to look the way it is. So you kind of take your hands, right, put them on your ankles as much as possible, kind of stretch that out, and then move one knee in, like this. Now you're gonna feel that all up into your butt, and hopefully into the sciatic nerve there. That's why it's called nerve flossing. It's actually stretching the nerve. So, oh, goodness gracious. So I did some pretty heavy squats. I actually squatted with my wife on my back the other day, so that's 70 kilos. Yesterday I was doing some lifting as well, so these muscles are a little bit tight at the moment, but that's good. This will help to clear out that excess lactic acid, improve growth factor, and help keep things limber so you don't like cramp up and you're not dealing with as much pain as those muscles heal. Okay, so just kind of back and forth slowly. That's why it's called nerve flossing. You're literally stretching that nerve as well as the muscles. If you're doing it properly, you'll feel it all the way down into your toes. Kind of the hot burning sensation. Not too much. It shouldn't shouldn't be screaming or anything, but yeah, you should feel it. So that's one really great stretch. Something else to kind of do for for upper body is have your hands out like this, all right? And then just kind of roll back into. So you're kind of wanting your shoulder blades to touch, but you're rolling that and pushing down, okay? This is what's called an active stretch. What you're doing is these muscles in the back here, you're literally stretching them down using your own muscles to do it. So not only are you helping strengthen, you're also helping to get more mobility in your neck, all right, as well as your upper back and chest. Okay, so just kind of move that around. Oh, push down really good and hard, those shoulder blades kind of back there, and then do the opposite. That's really great after doing any kind of lifts or push-ups or anything like that. Something that's also really helpful, I'll kind of show you from this angle, is you have it out like this, and you push around, kind of bring it out as much as you possibly can. You got this kind of look right here, and then you do the other way. Do this on both sides, okay, at the same time. It may not seem like much, but what you're doing right now is you're activating those muscles and stretching it out as much as you can. So not only are you stretching those muscles and the connective tissue in between, you're also moving those nerves to help give a greater connectivity throughout. Okay, so just kind of another really good one, and I'm going to show you from a slightly different angle. Okay, that's really, really helpful. Is you got your feet like this. So you got this at a 90-degree angle from your other foot. Okay? So you're going to plant that back, and go like this, and go down. Again, this is for your glutes, your hamstring, depending on how you change the position of your foot. Flat, you're going to get a really nice stretch right here. Like this, you're actually going to be hitting the nerve in through here. So one is a good active nerve stretch, all right? One is really great for that hamstring. Now, something too I suggest, guys, is wiggle a little bit. Okay, kind of move back and forth. You want movement, guys. This is not all stiff, and you want to be flexible. You want to be able to move around. All right. So you do the same thing on the other side. Kind of just down like this. Now this also helps with balance. Okay, guys, this is not just stretching. This is also helping with your balance and coordination. All right, something else that's really, really great is when you're on the floor. All right. These right here are really awesome. Start up here and just go down as far as you can. Some are going to be able to go farther than others. All right. But here's the key. All right. Once you're down as far as you can, activate your stomach. Okay. Hold right here and then go forward. Kind of wiggle back and forth a little bit. That's going to stretch your hips and get more movement in your hips. All right. But the key is to keep this activated. Most people go like this. You're not going to get nearly as good a stretch. You can stretch your back that way, right? But you're not going to get those hip flexors and this right in here. All right? So do that, kind of wiggle around a little bit. Chest out is a really good indication that your stomach is tight. There we go, there we go. Oh, there we are. All right, another really good one. I'm sure you've seen this before. Go straight out like this, toes up, then come down. Again, keep this stomach tight. Proper form is really important. A lot of people go like this. That's not what you're looking for. You want this tight here, so that way you get the proper stretch. You're stretching the right muscles. You're getting those tendons and those flexors and everything moving. So just kind of wiggle a little bit. So guys, if you're wondering where the wiggle comes from, I'm going to give a shout out to Tom Morrison. If you guys ever want to learn more about active stretching, isometrics, like lifting, good like mobility exercises, he is somebody to check out. Like the guy is amazing, okay? Like a lot of this stuff, like I learned from him, just watching his videos and praying through it. So, okay, guys, the last one that I'm going to share with you guys is just a simple exercise and stretch for up here. Kind of looking at, so you can do it with standing up, you can do it sitting down. I'm going to do it like this because the camera's already right there. So, what you do is you get your shoulders back, neck in, go to the side like this. These are called yes, no's. So not only are you stretching, okay, those muscles. You're also getting some mobility exercise there, so that's more limber and more, a little more movement. There we go. Now you want your teeth, like your position of your teeth is actually really important during this exercise. I figured this out kind of, if you have your jaw open like this, you're not going to get as much of a stretch as if it's lightly together, your teeth are together.
So if you want a little bit harder, kind of have your teeth together. I'm not saying clench them, okay? You don't need that extra tension, but just helps to stretch this all along here. So if you've been dealing with any headaches, kind of neck pain, like this will help not only stretch that out, but will really help to kind of, what's the word? That's a good therapy exercise for rebuilding the muscle there. So you can do like 3 sets of 5. I mean, again, you don't really want to overdo it, because we're not here to, injure ourselves, guys. That's something that's really, really important in between exercises. Make sure that you take a break. Make sure that you eat well. Get the proper amounts of protein. Really think about what your body needs. If you guys do have questions about that, I'm more than happy to answer it. But remember, I'm going to point you to Jesus one way or the other. So, I teach holistically. So if you guys are interested in this side of stuff, just shoot me a message. I'd be more than happy to make more videos and give you guys some greater ideas. Gonna keep going with the neck stretches here, because these are, for me, I'm in front of a computer most of the day, okay? So sometimes I'm like this, mouse and keyboard, while I'm gaming, or if I'm designing something, whatever it may be. So these stretches and these exercises are really important to kind of keep things in alignment and keep this area back here from turning into a hump. You see that with a lot of folks nowadays. They're in their phone a lot, they're watching a lot of television or whatever it may be, and they're just kind of like this. I call it this turtleneck. Get it? Turtle. So this will help, kind of realign that posture, so you have a little bit better posture, and it's better blood flow as well. This is kind of the key to all of this, is making sure things are moving well and the systems in your body are working together properly. So another part of that, this is the no part. Make sure you got that back, and then actually this is good. Here we go. No. So you want to kind of be looking at your shoulder, and then kind of be looking up at the sky. Look at your shoulder, kind of look up at the sky. Then you're going to go to this side. You're going to look at your shoulder, look up at the sky. Now the position of my hands is important, okay guys? How you have your hands will actually change the stretch, and actually different muscles will be activated. So this single stretch, guys, can hit several muscle groups depending on how you have your hands and your shoulders positioned. So remember that, all right? This is not it's not a one and done. There's a lot of different muscle groups that all work together here, and it's a good idea to kind of, explore your body, find out what's tense, where the pain is, and trace backwards. Okay, where pain is likely not the source. That's usually the area that your body is trying to compensate for because of something else in your body that is not doing the job as well as it could. Okay, so another really good one, you can do this standing up, you can do it like this. But again, make sure your stomach is activated. You got that kind of thing there. No, we're not trying to poop, but if you really got to, go ahead. So kind of like this, off to the side. You want your hand kind of at the crown of your head there, and just lightly, very, very lightly, I'm going to stress that, lightly down. It's like you're sniffing your armpit. Yeah, there we go. Mine smells like lavender. Thank you, Jesus. Okay, again, shoulders back, chest out, stomach in. Now you're going to notice when certain muscles are activated, hence the name active stretch, the stretch is going to be a little bit different. It's going to go a little deeper. kind of breathe through any discomfort. Again, be gentle with yourself, kind of learn your limits and all of that. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna post this. I'm actually gonna post it, I think, on the YouTube as well, guys. So you guys have something to kind of look back at. And I'll throw it on the ministry page as well. And hopefully, guys, this helps you. Love you guys. There are other stretches, all right? This is not a one-size-fits-all. This is to kind of give you some ideas. Yeah, and look into it. Do some research as well. Like, don't just take my word for it. Go out, do the work, find out what works for you as well. Pray through it. Love you guys. Peace out.